I'm Victoria Wright, consumer bankruptcy lawyer and housing counselor. Welcome to this edition of Financial Victory in Minutes. In this 3-video set, we'll look at some specific ways for you to save more of your hard-earned money to use to reach your financial goals. Many ways to save come from ideas about how to avoid spending on things we don't really need, and how to spend less or less often on things that aren't necessities. But before we go there, let's look at spending less for the things that are necessities. One way to save on the things you need is to comparison shop. If you make an effort to compare the price you pay for similar items or services to get the best value, your savings can add up quickly. Sometimes we don't have a choice. You may be forced to use a specific power company, for instance. But in most cases, there's competition and choice in the products and services we pay for. For example, we can comparison shop for most of the services we need, like insurance, cable or satellite service, phone and cellular services, home repairs, and internet services. And from groceries to home appliances, we can compare and save on the products we buy. For any large purchase, make it a point to pre-shop. That's shopping before you're ready to make your decision and before you buy. There are many sources of information to help you pre-shop, such as consumer product magazines, newsletters, and websites that rate and compare service providers and resellers. Many companies have their own extensive websites that provide product information and prices for items or services that they may provide. So you can do a lot of comparison shopping right from your home computer or the computer at the library. As you compare products, think about what features you truly need versus features that are nice but you probably won't use often. For instance, if I'm going to buy a new pair of shoes or item of clothing, rather than buying something pre-owned, then I like to view my possibilities online first. It not only saves me money, it saves me a tremendous amount of time, which is very precious too. By the time I go to a store, I know exactly what I want to look at and try on. Whether you're buying a toaster or a car, pre-shopping and comparing prices and values will save you money, time, and stress. Now, everyone loves a bargain. You can make your own bargains for both products and services if you use timing to your advantage. I'll give you some personal examples that come to mind. My husband and I have a tradition of doing our holiday shopping for one another after Christmas and before New Year's. We both take a day off and go shopping together for each other. It's our tradition, and we not only save big, we have a special day together. We also delayed our purchase of an outdoor gas grill until winter because buying out of season is a natural savings. And it's not just the things we buy. You can save on needed services by using timing to your advantage. I recently went to the dentist and discovered that I needed a crown on one of my teeth. This is not cheap. It's like buying an expensive piece of jewelry. Well, I asked the dentist if he was offering any discounts. It never hurts to ask. Well, sure enough, he was. My dentist told me that because his business was so slow during the month of December, he offered a $100 discount if I'd have the work done that month. That illustrates another money-saving tip. Always try to negotiate. The worst thing that can happen is you get a no. It never hurts to ask. When you've done your pre-shopping comparisons and are ready to buy, do try to avoid using credit if at all possible. Credit card balances are the easiest, most common way to get into debt trouble. So aim to use cash or a debit card that comes from your checking account. People tend to buy more when using plastic because psychologically it doesn't seem like real money. If you can't pay your credit card balance in full, interest will make the price of your purchase much more expensive than using cash. In discussing savings, we all need to build savings for our financial goals. So let's take a quick look at some specific strategies to help you build savings. Have you ever heard the phrase, pay yourself first? Well, it stands for the best way to save money. Every pay period, you put away a doable amount for savings before you spend or pay your bills. If the amount that you're depositing in savings is reasonable for your budget, then you're simply left with a little less to spend, and somehow you make the amount that's left work out. So you've paid yourself before you've spent on other things. To help you pay yourself first, any method of making the savings set aside automatic will increase your success. Remember this as automate to accumulate. In a moment, this video will end. Please continue to the second video in this 3-video set where we'll look at specific money-saving strategies for your different spending areas. As always, remember, you have the ability and the power to achieve your financial goals.